board. And
Oh, did he do the sacrifice, Anna?
Yeah, he did.
No,
play.
don't tell me.
Yeah, he did.
No, don't tell me. He did that sacrifice.
And
It was
now
a joke.
let's
I just said it for a joke.
You said it for a joke, so be careful with what you are saying, because we may see it on the
He
board.
actually played it. Goodness me. Wow. And Nihal is thinking, right?
Yeah, so how to stop it? Should we play something like f4 right now, or should we wait until the rook gets to h6?
Well, let's try f1. Now, Black is obviously not going to take en passant. He's going to play rook h6.
Or queen g3, but...
Or, yeah. And White's pieces are very blocked up. And Black can also play knight. He doesn't have to start checking. He can play knight f6 and so on. So
Yeah, but just one of the ideas, let's say White makes some random move.
a4.
No, I mean, just to show that...
Is this a draw after g3?
I think g3 check, and then it's somehow...
And then you play queen takes e3 or what?
Also rook h1 maybe to
Oh,
start.
rook h2. Sorry, rook
Rook
h2.
h2, yeah.
Simply
I
wins.
mean,
Yep. Okay, fine.
Maybe we'll see a quick draw here.
Well, it could be.
Nihal Sarin is thinking.
And if White starts with f3, what is the difference?
Is there any?
Now, what do you play for Black here?
If we still play rook h6? After
With the same
f
threat?
e4,
Check.
this.
Check.
Okay, this follow-up is more logical than with the a4.
But still, g3 is the same.
g3,
Queen h2.
maybe it's not the same,
King
but
e1 is not possible.
very similar.
King
one.
f3. Do you want to check king f3?
King f3, well, let's say check.
No, I'm not being. I wasn't being serious. I mean. All right. And there we see the players. And what can you tell from Nihal's body language, from his facial expressions? Do you think he was expecting this or not?
Can't say much. Well, if it was the sacrifice which was leading to something dangerous, then of course he wouldn't be so calm. But here he knows that at most Black would just make a draw.
Make a
That's
draw,
why
right.
he isn't. Maybe he's not that very much satisfied to make a fast draw with white pieces, but it's not the end of the world.
What about, Anna, if f4 rook h6, then White plays knight f3? Is that possible?
You want the game to be continued.
Of course. Knight f3. And then
And then okay, if I take,
and then bishop takes,
I
and
think
try
you
to
want to
get
take
the
with
king
the
out.
bishop,
Yeah.
and then to get this square for the king.
But there's no White has no material up anymore. Yeah, this is now level material. So the question is how to evaluate this position.
White is in no danger, so this is very playable. If knight f6, finally we can try to trade this queen. Yeah, I think this is quite annoying. So maybe some move like rook, like queen e1.
All right,
Can
check,
come,
I
yeah.
suppose. Check.
Check, go. Then rook h1 is the idea.
Yeah. And some edge for White, you think?
I think this is a little bit better for white. If knight e4 will just trade.
Look at Nihal there with his head down.
Okay,
but
he's
definitely calculating.
definitely not sleeping. And even after rook h1, if we speak about this endgame, it's zoom in Nihal.
Look at that, something on his sort of a badge or something on his jacket on either side.
On both sides. Is it the same company? Some milk?
Is it milk? Ah, yes.
Some
Like
milk
it's a
company
cow,
should
isn't
be-
it?
Okay, the cow, but I mean, I meant it should be some
Right.
milk company.
Hmm.
If
Yeah. Okay.
so the end game like this should be a bit more pleasant for white. White has some options.
Actually, by the
to-
way, it's checking the rules about the dress code we've mentioned other days as well. But I think I saw among the rules that players had to get permission, for any kind of logos
sponsor.
for sponsors and companies on what everyone's wearing, as Nihal is, that one has to seek permission from FIDE, I believe.
So having the cow on the jacket is allowed. That's what we have learned. Well, usually there are no issues about that. Usually, yeah, it's allowed. So
Right. But still, it's in the rules, I believe. You know.
so this is the current position after rook f6, and Nihal is thinking.
For example, you can be sponsored by a firm of alcoholic drinks or cigarettes or something like that, and then, there might be some
Some issues.
Well, of course, yeah.